Good morning, students. How you doing? So I'm driving. My wife is videotaping. It's never good to videotape yourself while you're driving, so she agreed to help out. We're on our way to Chick-fil-A, so I just made a right onto Joe Andy. That's where I'm at, in case you care. But this morning we're talking about counting the cost. And I know that we're talking about money, but I know that even though most of you don't have a full-time job where you make a ton of cash right now, that you are going to be somebody who makes money one day. And you might have an allowance, you might babysit, you might have a job at Chick-fil-A or Adventure Landing or one of these places, maybe Brewster's, my favorite place on the planet. Anyway, listen, here's the deal. When it comes to getting money, what you do to get money is work. But the way that you lose money is super easy. It's like hard to get money, very easy to lose your money. So Jesus actually addressed this principle in Luke chapter 14, and in just a second we're going to roll up on the perfect physical example. It's right by Chick-fil-A. It says in Luke chapter 14, suppose that one of you wants to build a tower, right? Will he not first sit down and estimate that cost so that he'll know how much the project is going to need to complete it? Because Jesus says, if he lays the foundation and is not able to finish it, everyone who sees him is going to ridicule it. Everyone who sees the project is going to ridicule him and be like, this fellow didn't count the cost. This fellow didn't consider what it was going to be. And this is that exact example. Now, this is right by Chick-fil-A. This is a neighborhood that was going to be. And they poured all the cool looking entrance. And now, when I drive by this, I think of this scripture because it's exactly what Jesus was talking about. They didn't count the cost. I guess they did all the front work. They paved this road and they got it ready. They put in light posts, you can see around where the houses would have been, but then they didn't consider the underground piping that had to be laid. And now as a result, it just sits in waste. The economy tanked. There was no more money for the project. And I think of this scripture right here that says, it's like people who go by it and see it will ridicule him and say, this fellow began to build and was not able to finish. It's like Jesus said that 2,000 years ago, and that's exactly what's going on here. So when it comes to money, you need to count the cost. You need to figure out how much do I have, and then where are my dollars going to go? Count the cost so that at the end of the month, if you need a brand new shirt or you need lunch money, you haven't spent your money all on arcade games, or you haven't gone to McDonald's 14 times in a month, and now you need to really buy some toothpaste or whatever it is. I know most of your parents pay for a lot of that stuff, but you're like, oh yeah, you can't be surprised. If you don't plan your money, you will fail. You will fail. You will fail. It'll be terrible. You don't want to be terrible. You don't want to be living in the woods back in here in this not thought out thing. I'm done talking. See you later.